episode of the Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined today by Adam Saunders, who is the co-founder of the Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture. How are you, Adam?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for coming. So there may be some people listening or watching who aren't familiar. Tell us about CCUA.
Yeah, the Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture started back in 2008 as an all-volunteer group. Trying to connect dots to help people engage with food production, both in the garden and on their plates. And it's something that we all have in common is we all eat. And we all want to do better with what we eat, and we love good food. And so over the years, we've grown now to a staff of 24, doing a whole bunch of programming in town, lots of strategic partners, and every person I've ever talked to eats food every day and is interested in this. And so we play that Venn diagram game with whatever the group is, be it with hospitals or with education, with conservation, where there's a lot in our Venn diagrams of related to food and these different content that we work with. So we have a lot of partners that we work with throughout the mid-Missouri area to help people take those steps to get more involved with their food, growing food, eating healthy food, helping get access to healthy food for people. So it's like kind of a big onion. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, there is a lot to it. You just got to keep peeling it back. Well, I would tell you, I've heard this rumor over the years that CCUA will come out and help you with like planting a garden or starting a garden?
That's right. One of our programs is called Opportunity Gardens, and it's a home garden mentoring program. And so we offer it. It's free of charge for families living with low income in Boone County. And so people can sign up, and we come to their house with folks and say, well, what do you like to eat? Let's grow that. And so then over the course of those 3 years, we help folks climb that learning curve of how to integrate it into their diet, get their kids involved. It's hard to grow all your own food. That's not necessarily our objective, but to get the flavors and the appreciation and kind of that flow of healthy food and herb garden, stuff that you can run out and pick an herb and put it in the skillet right away.
That's really a great program. And, you know, for somebody like me, I mean, I've been like it sounds good, but it's a little intimidating because you hear such horror stories about gardens and people who are trying to grow things but can't. So it scares me a little bit.
Yeah, and to have a coach is really helpful. Just like you have like a personal trainer at the gym.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you help climb the learning curve? There's a lot of tricks. And it can be overwhelming when you start gardening. Or if you're in the kitchen, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then you see someone who's a natural, and they make it look so easy.
Yes.
And that's the thing. It is a learning curve. It's not like you're born with a green thumb or you're not.
Right.
It's a learned skill.
Oh.
And so we do a wide range of programming to help folks climb that learning curve. And what's nice is you don't need to be very far up that learning curve to get some success.
Okay.
And then it's just year over year. It's a marathon. So, yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay. All right. Well, that just made me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit better. Okay. But now you have something coming up, the Harvest Hootenanny.
That's right.
Tell us about it.
This is our 15th annual Harvest Hootenanny.
Wow.
And so, we've been doing this event since way back in the first day of our 2010 of our urban farm there on Smith and Fay. We're moved now next to the farmers market.
Yes.
1769 West Ash. It's Columbia's Agriculture Park. We've got a big Missouri meal, the Career Center Culinary Arts Program. Those students are really the heroes of the show.
They're wonderful.
They cook a big Missouri meal. They do everything. They help dig sweet potatoes with us and cut the lettuce, and they cook up all the food and serve it and do the dishes. And so for those students, they get a real farm-to-table experience. And it's such a great program we have here in Columbia.
It really is. And I'm telling you, those students over there do a really excellent job.
Yeah, that's right. They've got great chefs that teach them and then just teach the intensity and the attention to detail that's needed.
I like it. Okay, so like I said, Harvest Hootenanny, but what's a Hootenanny?
That's right. Well, it's a big party.
I like it.
It's to celebrate the end of the year. And so besides the big meal, we've got carnival games. So groups from around Columbia are hosting carnival games that people can play and win prizes there. There's live music out in the big field and a beer garden. And games. And so, it's going to be a ton of fun. It's free to get in. But we run everything on a ticket basis. So if you can buy tickets, and that's how we make money for the Center for Urban Agriculture.
Absolutely.
And so then those tickets can be redeemed for meals or carnival games or the beer and wine, cider. It's a ton of fun. And so it's going to be coming up on September 21st.
Okay.
It's a Saturday.
Okay.
It's after the farmers market from 4 until 8 p.m.
Okay.
And so the same location as the farmers market, but just in the afternoon.
Yeah. So for the folks who go to the farmers market every Saturday, it closes at 12, right?
That's right, yeah.
So they can go home, get a little bit of rest, cook up some food maybe, and then come back to the Hootenanny.
That's right. Build up an appetite.
Yeah. So you said the students are doing the meal.
That's right.
Oh, that's
right.
very exciting.
That's right. So they're already working on it now.
Oh, I
the
bet.
school started, and then so they're like, we're having a Hootenanny. So they come out and see the farm and really learn the connections from that farm to table, what it takes to get the food here. Food doesn't just magically appear in the grocery store or in the freezer of the chef. Like there's a long story, and so building that appreciation for that and the skills that is required to get that is an important thing for our society.
Yeah, it really is, because I guess you don't think about it when you're in the store and you're just grabbing stuff off the shelf, right? How many of us are actually thinking, well, you probably are, but like the trail of this food,
That's right.
of this lettuce that I'm buying or this tomato.
Right, and there's a lot of subtleties to that. And your choices when you vote with your dollar, where you shop at the market, or you get a local CSA subscription, or whatever it is, or you grow it yourself. Those are how you vote with your time and your dollars, and those dollars filter through the area, or they leave Missouri, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
when you shop local, that stays local.
Yeah, that's obviously very important to us. Like, that's what we're about. We're about promoting what's happening locally here.
That's right.
And so this is a great event for all of us to support. So tell me again, where can we find tickets? Like, what's your website? Where can we find you?
That's right. You can buy tickets ahead of time at columbiaurbanag.org. That's
Okay.
our main website, columbiaurbanag.org. Or you can buy the tickets day of. And so we'll be there. And there's a raffle as well. And encourage you to invite your friends. Put it on the calendar.
Yeah.
We've got a Facebook event out there as well, so
Okay.
that's something you can tag and share with your friends.
Yeah.
And it's a great place if you've heard about the Center for Urban Agriculture or the farmers market. Come see it in action and come meet the people. It's a great scene.
Yeah, it seems like a really great family activity, like a good
100%.
family thing to come. There's games for the kids, and there's food for everybody, and there's a beer garden.
That's right.
For the adults who'd like to partake
Something for
in that.
everybody.
Something for everybody. I love it. Adam, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
we sure hope to see a bunch of people out at the Harvest Hootenanny coming up at Columbia's Ag Park on Ash Street. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you
so much.